by soldiers, glued to the screens. Hold back the invaders, their infernal machines. We fight to survive, running to stay alive. Our bodies aching and tired, but there's nowhere to hide. Our cover's been blown away. Space invaders, 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 space I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm headed to the arcade. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm bringing everything I made. I got a callus on my finger and my shoulder's hurting too. I'm gonna eat 'em all up just as soon as they turn blue. 'Cause I got Pac-Man fever. It's driving me crazy. I got Pac-Man fever. I'm going out of my mind. I got Pac-Man fever. I'm going out of my mind. I got all the patterns down up until the ninth key. The centipede multiplies and divides and comes after you from every side. Faster and faster, roll by roll. He slides through the rocks to get you from below. Oh, centipede, you can't run away. You can't run away. You can't run.
My Atari! Turn off all the lights and bask in the glory of a 2-bit sprite. I stood in line when I was 9, bought burger time and left the world behind. And out my speakers, Hubert speaks. Won't offend my peepers cause his words are bleak. My Atari's on a stand with an uneven height, so I use my Xbox just to prop it up right. My Atari still works after all these years. From when it first appeared on sale at Sirius, we'll be together forever. I named it Heather and I'll never get sick of pushing the reset lever. My Atari! My Atari! Yo, what's up?
My Atari!
Driving down the street at night, now I'm bumping and jumping to a staggering height. It always brightens up
My day,
and just last
Friday,
I found myself trying to kill a frog on the highway.
Highway.
You can't go
Wrong.
with games like
Pong.
when on pitfall, the snake
Bit me.
in the
Pong.
and I slide left and right. I'm putting up a fight with shield dwindling and space invaders in my sight. And now I'm just sitting here catching some bombs.
I can play while on the toilet cause my phone is the ROM. It's my Atari. My Atari. Now, me and my Atari play the illest games. I like to duck and jump over dragon flames. We slay all dragons, red, yellow, and green. And the bat carries corpses from screen to screen. Out of space and underground when I play my game. I shoot everything, it all.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Manverse 7800. I'm already getting nailed by Jeremiah in the comments. No, well, I did kind of practice. I played for about 5 minutes just to make sure the controls worked, and they do. Good to see you, Joel. Glad to see you're here early. Yo-Yo Obsidian, everybody's here. And Raimi doesn't seem to be here. I changed the music. Right before the show, I said, man, Raimi was complaining about the music. I have to change the music to the podcast. feeds. The other one, the other countdown that he knows is from the podcast, and that has better music, so I just put that into this one. And Ramey, I don't think he's here, so all that for nothing. Crypto, good to see you, buddy. I read Fight Night, so I thought it would be you versus Vinny. That was the idea, but Vinny couldn't, make it to Ohio, and I ain't going to Tennessee, so yeah, that's not practice, Jeremiah, so I didn't practice. I'm sorry. I tried to pull a fast one on you, and you're obviously too smart for that. Well, it's me, 7800 Pro Gamer here. Today, in case you haven't noticed or heard in the chat, we are playing Fight Night this fine Saturday morning in the Atari verse. I am wrapped up in all kinds of cords here. Let me see if I can untie myself. You know what? I'll just stay tied for the whole show. That way I can't get up and go anywhere, so that'll keep me at bay for now. How's everybody doing out there in the regular world, the Atari-verse? Looking out the window here, it's a nice sunny day. It's kind of cool. It's been a little hot, but, today and yesterday have been sort of cool, so that's pretty neat. Hopefully it doesn't cause any sort of freeze over here in the Atari-verse. But yeah, it's been a good week here, and I am excited to play some 7800 with you guys. I haven't been able to play much 7800 over the last week, so this is this is my second time playing. I played a little Jinx in the middle of the week, and Jinx is just a rare breed of game. It's interesting. But we're not here to talk about Jinx. We're here to talk about Fight Night for the Atari 7800, and this is a decisive game if I've ever seen one. People either say it's way too difficult or way too easy. So we'll see which end. I used to say it was way too easy, and now I bet I won't perform very well. So I hope everybody's doing okay down in the chat. Hope everybody's doing okay in general if you're watching this. And we're just going to get started here with good old Dipstick. Dipstick is the game's Glassjaw Joe, so... And let me know if the sound is all right, if I'm being overwhelmed by the crowd noise of the people cheering my name. So yeah, that was the Glassjaw Joe. This is sort of the, what do you call him, the second guy. Which I'm getting my butt kicked by Kid Castro here. He's I always equate him to the German guy that you fight, Von Kaiser, I think is his name. And I am not doing too well against old Kid Castro here. So maybe the game is hard. Maybe I jinxed myself, huh? See how that's the kind of quality commentary you get during Man vs. 7800. We tie everything back together all the time. It's awesome. Great. This might be a quick one. If it is, we'll pop in something else and play it for the duration of the show. Or it might take me the whole time just to get to the Bronx Bomber. So this is Hugh Him. He is the boxer of Asian descent. I really don't like the controls for this game. I don't know if it's the 2600 plus. I don't remember having this much trouble pulling off moves. But you kind of hold the button and push down and up to throw punches. And you can cover up by not pressing anything. And doing the same maneuvers. And then back and forward move you. And if you're holding the button back and forward, kind of do these feint type moves where you kind of look like you're going to throw a punch and then you don't. It always bothered me when there's kicks in boxing games, because that is not boxing. That is not that's kickboxing then, or UFC style pride fights, which I have nothing against. I actually like watching UFC. Oh, and we got taken down by Hugh Him. All right, guys. That's the end of the show. No, we'll take a rematch. Interestingly enough, you can skip. Once you get beat, you can, like, skip past them. We're not going to do that. Is that his pronouns? Hugh, him? Asks Obsidian. I think so. I think he's a Hugh or a him. So, which is kind of him to put his pronouns right in his name, because that makes this much easier for us. Hey, Hugh. I'm going to take Hugh down. What are Hugh doing? And so forth. I don't know if I ever remember losing to Hugh Him. I'm sure I have. But the controls don't seem to be responding the way on the 2600 plus, at least. Like, I don't remember having this much issue throwing punches. Like, I really got to kind of push hard, and I don't know. It doesn't control the way I remember it. Every enemy character in this game has a specialty punch. You do not, so you don't have like that select button punch from Punch-Out that you would expect, which is a shame. It'd be cool if you did, but again, they probably didn't know how to map it. I'd take out one of the feints and do like they did. You get a star or something and then hit back in the button, and you could do a specialty punch, but you know, they didn't go that way. They felt the feints were much more important. And this is a port of a computer game, too. I mean, this was not made specifically for the 7800. This was already out there, and they kind of... I mean, given the time frame, it came out, 2 years after the computer version, and a few years after Punch-Out. So I almost feel like it was very much in response to Punch-Out. Jake Paul versus Tyson. What the heck is up with it? I don't understand this world a lot. I know that because I play Atari. Obviously, I'm an old grumpy man. Hey, it's Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. It's cool they were able to get that license. Especially back in '89, he was a big name in WWE. So, and I always thought Davy Boy Smith was pretty cool. And he got me. He looks more Hispanic there, don't he, than European? But I don't know. What can you do? So we're gonna try to beat British Bulldog again. I believe he is the last combatant before you get to the Bronx Bomber. So our punches don't do a whole lot to him, it looks like, and his punches are rather devastating to us. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot. So the secret to Fight Night is you got to watch their hand placement and kind of go off of that. So when their hands go up to their face, you start punching low. And then when they drop their guard, you can start going upstairs. And then sometimes they'll change rapidly like that. So the WWE did not exist in 1989. They didn't? No. Oh, well, I guess technically they didn't. But, if I say WWF to kids these days, look at that. He just pounds you into the ground. That's awesome. But if I say WWF to kids these days, they think World Wildlife Fund, as they should. Bronx Bomber pounding us right now. Just absolutely giving us a thrashing, as the champion of the world should. And now we have to go through our redemption arc. So cue the music. what is that song? The song Eye of the Tiger. Somebody cue that up for me, please. No, but I think we can take down Bronx Bomber here after a few tries. The thing with him, obviously as a boss and a later character should, he switches his guard up a lot more as I pound him in the face repeatedly. And you gonna do something about this, Bronxy there? You gonna... No? Okay. And there you go. We just punch... See, this game is so easy. You just punch them in the face till they fall down, and you become the world champion. So again, I don't know why people think this game is so difficult. I've heard a lot of people say, like, Fight Night is crazy difficult to beat, and it really ain't. You go to the champion, you get beat, you do the Eye of the Tiger thing that we kind of skipped through, and then you come back for the rematch, and you just punch him in the face till he falls. So that's Fight Night. I mean, we beat it. There isn't a whole lot else to do. There is some other cool modes and stuff. You have the training mode if you don't know how to play. It's kind of nice. It's just you and the bag, I believe. You can also choose your character here. So, and that's another cool part, is you're not just stuck to the main character, the Crazy Craven. You can play any one of the enemies, and then they each have a palette swap here. So, obviously, you have Little Mo, Killer Diller, Wingding, Bobby Socks, which is an awesome name, and Mike Bison, which is obviously a completely original name. It doesn't allude to anything else in the real world. But you can pick any one of these characters. Let's pick Bobby Socks, and you can either do a follow or a lead type thing. Set your speed that you want it to no F words here is family, that you want it to go at, and you can see, like, so there's sort of palette swaps is what these guys are, and then you kind of gotta follow their lead here, and that's it. This is your training mode. Now, if I picked lead, then I would be, basically just free doing it. But with this, you're supposed to follow the game's movements. So it wants me to press up, wants me to jab, wants me to do a body punch, wants me to do a feint jab, then move forward, then do a jab, then move my guard down, then move back, then move forward, then a body punch, and it goes on and on. So you have this training mode that's useful. It's kind of nice to have. Let me see if I can get out of it. But you also have the 2-player mode and then a bracket mode, where you can go through, put in a bunch of these people and just play, straight up that way if you want. So it's I think a little bit more fun with 2 players. But honestly, I'd rather play Activision Boxing or what's the other one that's really good? Real Sports Boxing is highly underrated. I'd rather play those 2 than this, and those are 2600 games. So, with that, I mean, we did it. We finally beat a game on Man vs 7800. Not finally, but it seems like we don't win very often, which is a shame. But I'm thinking what we'll do here is we'll switch over to one of the arcade games or something that we probably wouldn't usually play on Man vs 7800. If you guys have any opinions, let me know. I'm thinking we could either do Asteroids, Centipede, Choplifter I want to do an episode on. We could do Beef Drop, Donkey Kong PK we did already, I think. Let me see, Hat Trick. Maybe we could do a couple sports things. Map Mania Challenge. We could kind of follow the wrestling motif here with Davey Boy Smith and stuff. You know what I think would be fun to do is, let's go ahead and play. I think it'd be fun to do Beef Drop and Asteroids. I don't know. I have fun playing Asteroids, but it probably ain't very fun to watch. I don't think you guys would care much to see that. but maybe I'm wrong. You know what? Let's do Beef Drop. Beef Drop is a great game, and I'm unprepared, so let me untie myself and grab it off the shelf here. So this is Beef Drop from our good friend Ken Siders. Very talented. He did a lot of great stuff on the 7800. He put out, I know there's ports to like everything for Beef Drop. You want to see Map Mania? Here, let's do Map Mania and then we'll end with Beef Drop, because Map Mania isn't very long either. Hey, Philip. I know Map Mania's on the shelf. After I cleaned this stuff, I didn't put it in organized. I didn't put it in alphabetical because I'm lazy. Here we go. So we'll do. Nope, we're gonna do Map Mania Challenge first because this is a little bit shorter, and then I think we'll finish with a good old Beef Drop. But Map Mania, so we already beat Philip. Good to see you if you just showed up. We already conquered Fight Night. It's probably one of the easiest games to beat on the 7800. So this goes into the win category for us. But we're gonna keep the show going because I don't want to shortchange you guys. Us Atarians, we gotta stick together. So we're gonna show off Map Mania Challenge real fast because it kind of follows the boxing wrestling motif here, and then we'll finish with Beef Drop because Beef Drop is so much fun. Oh, don't get in trouble, Philip. Yeah, I've done similar stuff, and then I found out that our computer at work is being monitored, which not constantly, but they can go in and see what you're doing and stuff. So I stopped doing stuff like that at work. But when you're on your break and stuff, and my other boss used to always browse Amazon on his computer for stuff at his house. So but yeah, I appreciate you joining in. If you have to get some work done, Philip, feel free to do that, and this will be on YouTube replay for sure. So this is Map Mania Challenge. We did main event. So Jeremiah, we did main event mode where you go through and you fight for the belt. We could do tournament. You have to set up your own tournament there and essentially add in all the boxers you want. So we could do something like that, but let me see here. Is there? I thought there was title screen audio. I'm not hearing anything. They just play Java games all day. Yeah, that sounds about right. I thought there was title screen music. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I guess there isn't. Okay, so the music does work. So here we go. This is, let's put it on medium, but I do think this one's a fair bit harder than Fight Night. And this is Map Mania Challenge, which actually, for those of you in the know, Map Mania is an awesome arcade game, or a fairly decent arcade game. And it was Map Mania. Yeah, I can go back and show you how tournament works, Jeremiah. That's fine. Which tournament would be a lot of fun if you're having an Atari party and you want to, do a game that maybe isn't as well known. Turn on tournament and then have first and second controller work each person, and then it's just a bracket style, elimination style to the belt. So, but this was a combination. So there was Map Mania, and then something Challenge, and they sort of combined the two arcade titles into this for the 7800. And I do like this a fair amount better than, say, I'm trying to do the running moves. There's the drop kick, and I think you have a kind of a lariat, they call it. Yeah, that's the two arcade games. Thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, it's a combination of Map Mania and Mania Challenge, and they sort of combine the two just for the title. I mean, obviously, this has other than it being a wrestling game, it has very little to do with the arcade games that it's named after, which is, again, disappointing. And I think this was so close to being a good game, though, in my opinion. So if you combine the two wrestling games on the 7800 and you have the selectable characters, or let's combine the three, okay? This Fight Night and the Absolute made one. So you have multiple characters, you have tournaments, you have a chase for the belt, and then you have this control style, which isn't, perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than in the Fight Night or in the Absolute Wrestling game. Yeah, it might be a rendition from the one of the arcade games. Maybe somebody else could verify that, but yeah. You could be right, Philip. That might be why, if you've ever played Map Mania or Mania Challenge in the arcades, this might be from that. So, and first round is ending here. It doesn't look like we're going to end with a fall. There is actually like a fairly robust move list for this game, but it's not really, I don't know what you want to say. It's not easy to pull them off or understand them. It don't make sense when you're playing it. If you read the manual and read the move list and try to do it, they don't seem to work the way you would think. So we're gonna kick this guy's butt, get some room, and there we go, drop kicked him. But this is it. And so after you beat this guy, the plane just took off. After you beat this guy, then you fight him again and again and again, and that's basically the whole game. So ain't much to really do or say in Map Mania. I do like the crowd graphics, look great. The ring looks great. The fact that the referee's in the ring with you and holds your hand up and stuff, it's all great. It's really cool. The title screen looks great. Like I said, I think if you combine this and elements of Fight Night and elements of, what's that other wrestling game on the 7800? I'm blanking out now and I don't see it on the shelf. But you combine that too with this, and I think you'll have something that's really good. You needed modes, I think, and that's the biggest thing. That's why people don't appreciate the 7800 a lot, I think, is because, like, just the idea of this game, it feels very old. You had the WWF wrestling games on NES and even the other ones, and they had more to them, more to do, where this feels very much, it looks better, but it's missing a lot of that cool stuff to do, and that's one of the weaknesses of the Trammell-owned Atari. Crunchy the Clown, hey! Title Match Pro Wrestling, thank you very much. I can always count on Jeremiah to help with my dementia-riddled brain to come up with stuff. Okay, good to see you, Crunchy. We're glad to have Crunchy here. That's Map Mania Challenge. I do love how it's like on the bottom there, that kind of looks like John Cena a little bit, I think. And then you have like Ultimate Warrior, whose face paint wore off, kind of fighting each other, I guess. So that's very cool. So I'm thinking that we could end with Beef Drop, because I don't think we'll ever actually play it on a Man vs. 7800. We might actually, but that is a game I do want to feature. I prefer Map Mania to Title Match. I don't know. Sound off in the comments if you agree or disagree. I think Title Match is better playing, and I think it looks better. Actually, I have to have Title Match here somewhere. as I look. There it is. I found it. Okay. Let's throw on title match. I mean, it makes more sense. We'll make time for everything. So this is my Etsy box for my title match pro wrestling. It came in one of them oversized boxes that Absolute did. Oh, wow. Crunchy, you found how much, what? Just out of curiosity, what were they trying to sell it for? Did you pick it up? Because that's really cool. I noticed my local stores too are selling a lot more games, and I have found like a sealed 7800 game. I think it was Asteroids, but it is the actual cart. Just so you know, I'm not. I might be pirating boxes, but I'm not pirating cartridges. $25. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, you did the right thing by buying it. Absolutely. That's a no-brainer right there. Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us for Man vs 7800. If you're just tuning in and you're thinking, what the heck? You said you were playing Fight Night and now you're putting in other stuff. We already defeated Fight Night. We punched the Bronx Bomber, the champion, in the face till he fell down, literally. And then we got the belt. So we've kind of been digging through other games. If you've been watching or you're just tuning in, please leave a like if you would. It helps the channel out immensely. But this is Title Match Pro Wrestling. And I kind of like, it has more of like a grimy underground aesthetic to it. Hey, Derek, good to see you. Derek wants iWar. I mean... It's Jaguar, but, whatever. We got time. Maybe we could jump into some other consoles. I don't know. But, yeah, this definitely has more of like an underground fighting feel to it. And, okay, is it just me, or do these grapplers remind you of a Bobo from Double Dragon? They're a Bobo, right? You got 4 renditions of a Bobo there. Yeah, thank you. And Crunchy, with the time delay, he said it. This does look better. Yeah, it has an underground aesthetic, but the gameplay is, I don't know, it's very not good. Let me see. I must have to start it with the switches here. So let me see. Okay, so here's your grapplers. You have Skinhead, Mr. Mean. Hey, thank you, Jeremiah Thomas. $5 donation. Always appreciated. Never, ever expected. And let me put a little heart on there because I love it. You see, there we go. For actually defeating Fight Night. Well, thank you. Thank you. I actually, for once, defeated a game. And I appreciate the recognition, Jeremiah. Very kind of you. So you have Skinhead. Hey, Red Glass, good to see you. You have Skinhead, which is a very, I don't know, not a good choice of name. I like Mr. Mean, though. Mr. Mean is cool. He's got a mask, so you can't tell it's a Bobo. Mad Dog and Big Chief, who is obviously the, greased up a Bobo. Death Guy and Mr. Kill. I love, pretty much, that should have been their names. So let's pick Big Chief, How here. And, okay, so it thinks we're in 2-player mode. So hold on, let me fix this somehow. There we go. 1 player, 1-on-1. So we're going to be Big Chief. Computer chose Mad Dog. So this game plays with 1 button. And basically, they took the 2600 controls and they didn't really update them for the 7800. So everything is 1 button. And you kind of just beat the crap out of each other. So both of our life pools are empty. So it's basically the first to cover. And he's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to go for a pinfall there. And let me see. I got to try to get him in the grapple position. Come on. Come on. Come on, Big Chief. Mr. Killer. Oh, man, this is a close match. Look at this Big Chief with a flurry of shots, and... I can't remember how to pin, so this might go on for a while. Mr. Clean should have totally cameoed in this game. Absolutely. Yeah, they could have had like a Mr. Clean or call him just a Mr. What would you call it? Mr. Soap or something? I have no idea how to pin. I just realized that. But yeah. And if I can figure out how to get this guy over my head, you can slam him indefinitely, like once you get him. Come on, punch guy. Oh, I kicked out. I don't think I've ever kicked out before. But I think this is my first time playing on the 2600 Plus, so maybe the controls are better. Just an epic fight we have here between Mad Dog and Chief Mr. Kill, Mean Guy. Yeah, I don't know what to do in that scenario. Oh, look at that. The ducking and weaving by Mad Dog. And another throw by Mad Chief Mr. Kill. And now a slam by Mad Dog. It could be anybody's fight. We got a real slobber knocker going on here. And good old Absolute. Yep. The Absolute was something else. I love the duck. Did you see how he was ducking there? Kind of did this like tornado duck thing. Incredible. Oh, he almost had us there. See, if I could, like, I honestly don't know how the controls work. Like, I can't get him into a state of slamming him. I appear to only be able to punch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I don't. And also, when you get thrown in the ropes, it sounds like you're hitting a concrete wall. Look at them ducking, weaving. Kick. Oh. Kick. And kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch. Just fantastic stuff here. And from a gameplay I'm gonna let him pin me. From a gameplay perspective, I'm already bored. But it looks crazy. I love the little dance around they do. Oh, that was fall 1 of 3. I think it's best of 3 falls, if I remember right. You see, I can get him down real fast, but I can't. Okay, I had him up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Yeah, I believe it's best of 3. We'll let him pin us again, just to see. Yeah, now he's the winner. So it's like the old matches, best of 3 falls, not the single fall. And the guys kind of walk around and stuff. You can pick them and slam them just repeatedly the whole time if you want. It's an awesome game. I even like there's a camera guy in the front middle. I mean, it's aesthetically pleasing. I like it. But I think the other one definitely controls better. So I think if you could combine these two and put in some elements of Fight Night, you'd have a good fighting game for the 7800. You have maybe this aesthetic. Yeah, I didn't know that, Crunchy, but I believe it. Crunchy says, wow, this game only has a 32K ROM. Yeah, it's literally, I think the 2600 game just kind of updated a bit, as Jeremiah pointed out. Jeremiah, I think, hit it right on the nose with Absolute. He said, good old Absolute, take their 2600 game, update the graphics, leave the controls the same, and release it. And that's exactly what they did. I mean, you can't argue with that. Obsidian has both the skateboard and I don't think I've ever played the skateboarding game for the 2600, but I love Super Skateboarding, and I probably shouldn't because it's once you beat it, you know what you're doing. But it's a game that I can't help it. I'm charmed by. I like it. I like it a lot. So let me know, Obsidian. What do you think of 2600 skateboarding? Should I grab it? Oh, that's why the dudes look like a Bobo. This game was made by Imagineering. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Skateboarding was a good 2600 game from Absolute. I'll have to check it out then. Yeah, I've never played that version. I played the 7800 version, which is cool to start, but, becomes a little repetitive. So, there you go. Do you want to see the tournament mode? I guess I didn't show off every mode on Fight Night. Do you guys want to see that before we wrap things up with another game? Or yeah, skateboarding and super skateboarding. I know they're very different games. And skateboarding is more of a traditional skateboarding game, I believe, is it not? Super skateboarding isn't. That's a game where you're shutting off lights at a factory. It's really weird. Gets boring after 3 seconds. Okay, yeah. Do you guys want to see the tournament mode in Fight Night, just so we have everything, all our bases covered there? Should we just move on to something a little more interesting? It doesn't matter to me, and while I'm waiting for it, because it seems like I'm 20 seconds ahead here, so that's why if I'm asking stuff and then you guys answer and it don't seem like I'm responding, that would be why, I guess, because there's appears to be a delay. But you want to see me pin somebody? Oh God, we might be here all day. I don't know if, I can try to pin somebody. You missed the Fight Night gameplay? Yeah, we'll do the tournament. We'll give myself a minute to try to pin somebody, and then we'll show off the tournament mode in Fight Night. So I'm gonna need somebody different. Let's do a one player tag team match here, and I want Mr. Mean because he's awesome, and then we're gonna go with Skinhead because I already did Big Chief. So here we go, and I forget to tag somebody. I think you just go down to the bottom. There, see? You go down to the bottom and you hit the button to tag your guy out. I just don't... Okay, down, and the button tosses the guy. So whenever you pin out, the computer's like, oh, no, I gotta pin out. There you go. Oh, I was trying to do the infinite slams and I accidentally let him go. Why did I fall down? Oh, I couldn't get it back up for a while. Is it just me, or does Mr. Mean look like he has one of them skin, like a big birthmark on him? I'm gonna take turns kicking the crap out of him. See it? There we go. Hey, I did it! Hey, I pinned somebody. Look at that. Alright, let's see if we can win the whole match, and then we'll switch back over to Fight Night. Just kick them. And this is the... If you want to do good, you kick, punch, slam, slam, slam. Kick, kick, punch, punch, kick, 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 punch, punch, kick, slam, kick, kick, punch, punch, punch. This is all going to be in my Guide to Beating 7800 Games book that I'm going to publish, and it's going to say, and if you want to win every round, do this. Kick, kick, slam, slam, kick, 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 punch, punch, kick, kick, punch, punch, punch. Tag out. Oh, we got the upper hand. See, I didn't put in the... There. Punch, punch, kick, 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 punch, 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 punch. Slam. Stand on top of him. Slam. Is that me pinning? Yep. And there we go. I won a match. All right. He's all birthmark, baby. There's no steroids there. That's all birthmark. That's cool. We actually won. So that was actually more fun than I anticipated. So maybe this is the superior wrestling game. Title Match Pro Wrestling. Let's go back to Fight Night. I want to, for the people just joining in, let's not bury the lead, as they say. Let's go ahead and put that game back in, and we'll show it off a little bit more. Yeah, looks like he's got a skin condition. We got some, whoa, yeah, all right. He's all birthmarked. Derek Dash, that's hilarious. Philip, sounds like Andy, what is that, Diker's Johnny Karate song. Oh. Where did I put Fight Night? My dementia's kicking in. I have no idea where I sat the game. Ah, here it is. I got it. Okay. And we'll put it in. I can actually, I don't think I already had it up and booted for you guys. I like this title screen, but whoever... Did you win a match on Mat Mania Challenge? No, I didn't win a match on Mat Mania Challenge. It takes so long to wear your opponent down in that game. But I have beaten him before. And I guess we could try to do that too. But yeah, you really got to wear him down in Mat Mania Challenge. But this title screen here, so this looks cool. You kind of got these, people coming out to the big fight and stuff. There's a kangaroo there for no reason. It'd be cool if you could unlock some of these guys and play as them. Like if you had a kangaroo, and who is that? Eskimo and a chef in the background. What's up with the guy next to the Eskimo though? That, I don't know. That was weird. So we looked at main event. That's where we won the belt. I kind of showed off training. Sparring match is just a one-on-one versus, I think probably 2-player. This is the tournament. So you kind of make your own bracket here for player 1 and player 2. And I think this is 2-player only too. But you have your choice of all the fighters and the palette swaps. And the more I think about it, the more I think this is 2-player only. So... you put Hugh him. Nope. Okay, it might be computer. And then put Dipstick, and then we could have, Macho Man Randy Savage versus, obviously, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith. And then the winner of that, you pick who gets, imagine Mr. Clean versus Kangaroo Joey. We'll put Bronx Bomber there. He gets the pass, and then we'll give Little Mo the pass. So first match here is as my dog goes nuts. There must be... Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute the mic while I take care of the dog. Sorry about that, guys. My neighbor came to the door and the dog went absolutely mad. So, but what we got here? Oh, hey, $2 for the title match pro wrestling victory. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Very much appreciated. Never expected. Thank you, thank you. Clayface, yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, again, a time limit. So you basically go through, and it looks like it's a 2-player only scenario, so I'd have to have a second controller plugged in. Yeah, woof, 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 woof. That's a good thing, though, is that dog sounds very intimidating. And he actually is. He's kind of a jerk, so... So our stuff, my Atari stuff is pretty well safe. So Macho Man is a thicker version of Crazy Ivan. I really like looking at the palette swaps on here, because this is your player character, but look at how much more jacked he is. Like, is it just me, or does this dude, like, this dude's been to the gym a lot. So, but yeah, this is it. And like, as I said, so down is a body punch. You hold the button, press down. hold the button, press up is a punch to the face. And if you hold the button and press back, it's kind of like a feint, like I'm gonna punch you. So maybe you can kind of fake your opponent out there. And the go in front is like a fake the other way. So, and then without holding any buttons, you move back and forth, and then you can push up and down to change which body part you're protecting there. So, but yeah, this is Fight Night, so that's what the tournament mode is. And again, doesn't look like Macho Man. No, he's missing the hat, the glasses. You know, they gave British Bulldog his iconic bowler hat that we all know and love. But they didn't give Macho Man his eccentric color, you know, his glasses, his facial hair. They really didn't catch the essence of Macho Man here. And you keep going to the end. I guess we might as well, we'll take it to the very end here. So the next round would be Brock's Bomber versus Hugh Him. And I think, so what, player 1 was Hugh Him last time. But now player 1 is Bronx Bomber. So it'd be hard to, if you did this at a party, it'd be hard to keep track of who's controlling who. Because if you picked Hugh Him, you'd have to swap controllers now. Again, just not done in the best way. I wish you could see, it'd be a lot of fun to do this against the CPU. Oh, he always had a bowler. Okay. See, CX40 stick? No, I'm using, I'm sure it could work, because it is a one-button game, so you could play it with that. But no, I'm not playing with that. And then we have Macho Man versus Little Mo, which I thought Little Mo was... Okay, so Little Mo is a palette swap of Dipstick. Makes sense. And he's... I don't know. That's the other thing. Some of these proportions are really weird. Like, look at Macho Man's legs, like right above the knee. Do you guys see that? Like, what is going on with this stuff? And I know with, like, CRTVs, it look a little bit different. But to me, the proportions in this game have always been really weird, especially when they're laying on the mat. Some of their legs are like a twig all of a sudden. Just incredibly weird stuff here. You know, his other leg becomes all leg. And then you play Macho Man versus Bronx Bomber, and because I am player 1, Bronx Bomber is going to have to win. I could swap my controller, but I don't want to. Hey, it's OG Hugo. Good to see you, buddy. OG Hugo, of course, is the person that made the controller I'm using right here. So if you're interested, head over to his eBay store or his normal store. And there you go. Bronx Bomber is the winner of the tournament, and you can win the belt that way as well. But that's kind of, you know, outside of the sparring match, which, again, is pretty much what you would expect. You just each pick a player, and I think this is 2-player 2. So you can pick Mike Bison versus, who haven't we looked at, Killer Diller. And then you and a friend can just do a one-off fight against each other. Or no, this is a computer, so I guess this is a way to fight the palette swaps that when they're computer controlled, I guess. I don't know. But man, Mike Bison has some power behind his punches. You see how I'm just wailing this guy down. And that obviously is Mike Bison's physique. They got everything down perfectly. And then you can keep doing as many sparring matches as you want. And that's pretty much it, though, I think, for Fight Night. I mean, that's literally, I don't think there's anything else left to show. Cal's Glory Corner. That's an awesome name. Come down to Cal's Glory Corner for all of your need for wall, you know. You can buy a wall with a hole pre-drilled in it. Or a bathroom stall or something. Cal's Glory Corner. Good to see you. This is where Capcom got the name. Exactly. Atari should have sued at this point with the name of M. Bison. I ordered a 7800 controller from Amazon since Atari doesn't ship directly to Canada. Yeah. Jolt 7800, I've been in and out of the live stream, but I'm glad I can make it. We're glad you can make it too, Joel. It's good to see you here. Thank you to everybody who's made it to the stream. If you would, leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton. And we will go ahead. I want to wrap up. We've looked at... Well, you know what? I guess, should I try to hurry up and win a match in Map Mania Challenge? Is that the route we're going here? I could try to win. We could wrap up with that, I guess. And then we've covered all 3 of these games in one video for all intents and purposes. As the dogs once again go crazy in the corner of the house here. I think that's the way we'll go. I'll save Beef Drop for another day. It is a game I want to show off, but maybe we will find a way to do a man versus 7800 on it. And we'll just try. We'll give myself... one go on Map Mania Challenge here, and we'll see if we can do the trifecta. Had to think of something nobody was using. Well, yeah, Cal's Glory Corner is something that... It's the fight show. It's the fight. Yeah, it's Friday Night Fights. Anybody used to watch those? I think it was on ESPN. They had every Friday. They had fights on. So let's see if we can, yeah, it sounds good. I like it. I like Cal's Glory Corner. You should do like a copyright symbol on there too or something. Trademarked. As the dog continues to go nuts at what appears to be nothing. So here we go. We're going to try to do the trifecta. This has never been done live on camera. In the history of video games. So Glory Corner or Hole. It's a corner. See, he sells corners of walls that you can put together that comes pre-drilled. I shouldn't speak for Cal's Glory Corner. I'm sorry. Doggo is fine. Okay, I didn't know because he is loud, so I'm not sure how that comes through on the stream here. But he is a loud dog as I'm getting my butt kicked. Did you see that move? I don't think I've ever pulled that off before. Let me see if I can do that again. No, that's a drop kick, so I don't know how I did that. This is a tough game, too. I did it again. Oh, man. Gotta focus. Okay. Oh, I got him with the clothesline. That's a tough move to pull off. The timing, very hard on that. It's very hard to win these matches, too. Especially on medium. On easy, it's easy. On medium, I'd say it's a medium challenge. And then on hard, it's a hard challenge. Who hasn't played Atari today? I just glanced over and saw that. That is unacceptable in these parts. Oh, it's Obsidian. Never mind Obsidian. Obsidian plays a lot of Atari. I know that for a fact. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Got 1, 2. Oh, kick out. Oh, tried to hit him with a drop kick there. Not sure what happened. Oh, I just glanced down and seen Hugo's comments as I ran outside of the ring. How do I get back in? There's only one part of the ring you can get back in. There you go. Yeah, I talked to Vinny just the other day. We still stay in touch. If you go to the community tab on the video or you follow me on Twitter, then you'll see that he just did a new video on Lunar Lander Beyond, and I kind of promoted that a teeny bit for him. Not that, me promoting it is going to do much for him, but I always try to help him out still with his videos and his content, and he does the same for me. We agreed we're still going to do a top 100 Atari game video, and we just, problem is he's busy, so I'll have to edit it, and my computer is doing worse and worse, so I wanted to put out a ranking the 5200 library video, and I just can't do it because the computer will no longer edit videos of that length. It just crashes. Like, I can't even load up the timeline. It crashes before I can even begin the editing process of trying to fix stuff up. So, but yeah, we're going to do like a top 100 Atari game video together. I'm actually just a little behind the scenes stuff. I have to go to Florida sometime this year to deal with some family stuff, and I'll probably stop in person to see Vinny then, and we plan on probably shooting some things or whatever for both of the channels. So yeah, we're still, me and Vinny, there is no bad blood, trust me. Like, me and Vinny did not fall out or any. Look, I jumped back in the ring. I've never done that before either. That was kind of cool though. But there's no bad blood between me and Vinny. Like I said, it wasn't like, I hate you now, you hate me now kind of breakup. It was literally just a timing issue. There, we got a pinfall. So we did it. We did the trifecta. The only time it's ever been done on camera. And it just that's the thing with this Mat Mania challenge, is it keeps going forever and ever. There is no end to it. The guys look naked when he's laying down. Yeah, he absolutely does. Let me turn this audio down. We'll let it play in the background here for a second. There we go. So let's see. I had an Atari Junior in my childhood, 1987 it is. You watch any Retro Bliss? No, what's Retro Bliss? I don't know what that is. GG, good game. Thank you, Crunchy. It was cool to have the back and forth banter. Yeah, I miss doing stuff with Vinny, and we're definitely going to do some things together in the future. And Vinny does some cool stuff on his channel. If you don't check it out, he has the wrestling content, and he usually premieres the stuff live, so you can talk to him the first time that it airs, and it's a lot of fun. He's a funny guy. He has his ghost hunting stuff, which I've always enjoyed ghost hunting programming, so that's another cool thing I like to watch. Retro Bliss is a cool channel. I'll have to check it out. I don't get a whole lot of time anymore to watch Jeremiah Thomas with $2. I got to heart this too. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. Never expected. Every time I'm a good boy, Jeremiah gives me a little treat. So I think he's doing, what do you call that? Positive reinforcement to affect my behaviors. So if I practice, he gives me $1 or $2. And if I don't, then I have to give him $1. But thank you, Jeremiah Thomas, for all the support, for the donations and everything. Derek Dash, the fun is back. Yes, sirree. Play Midnight Magic. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to wrap up here pretty soon. I'll check out Retro Blitz. I had not heard of them before, but I'm sure there's a lot of there's so many YouTube channels out there that I don't follow, I don't know about, and then I see pop up in my feed, and they're fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll check out Retro Bliss. I'll throw it on while I do some yard work here. Absolutely, and I appreciate everybody joining me. I think we'll have to wrap up here. We got to, I got 4 haunted dolls myself. Hey, let Vinny know. I mean, he's always looking to do stuff, so if you really do have some paranormal stuff, Vinny might, talk to him a little bit. He's had people reach out. He's shown me some emails and stuff. that he's gotten from other people and pictures and stuff like that. So absolutely reach out to Vinny Vineyard over at Big and Funky Productions. And OG Hugo, trust me and him are gonna do something together in the future. You have not seen the last of it. You probably haven't seen the last of the podcast. It's just a timing thing, and I know whenever I bring it up, whenever it gets brought up, people are like, well, you have time for this, you have time to do videos, why? It becomes a little much, especially with work ramping up. And me and Vinny agreed, it was the easiest thing to cut, and there was actually a little bit more work that goes into it than I think people initially expected. But enough about that. I appreciate all you guys joining me. Thank you so much, Jeremiah Thomas, for the donations. Always, again, appreciated. We actually mow the lawn, says Derek Dash. Tell Bliss Cal sent you. I will. I'll tell him that Cal sent me, and Obsidian agreed that he was worth checking out. He knows you well. Okay. I got an in now. I can talk to him about you. I'll ask him if he's ever purchased anything from Cal's Glory Corner. It just sounds like a name of a store or something. Over here at Cal's Glory Corners, we have the best Glory Corners in town. Other Glory Corners might give you cuts and jabs, but my Glory Corner is rounded to perfection, that sort of... Anyway, guys, enough of that. It's been a ton of fun. We actually, we got, 3 victories here? It was pretty good. Pretty good day for Man vs. 7800. Pretty good day for Man, not so much for 7800. I don't know what we're doing in the next one yet. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Bliss covers a lot of homebrew. Okay, so yeah, that'll definitely be up my alley. But I'm going to have to take off here, guys. I appreciate it. Leave a like as you go out the door if you would. Share the video around if you know anybody else that would like it, just like you did with Bliss's stuff there. And outside of that, I will catch you guys in the next one. I really do have to take off, so I guess there's nothing left to say, but remember